and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. My name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. I post one of these videos pretty much every week, so if you don't want to miss out, go ahead and tap that subscribe button and let's go ahead and get into some delicious dinners. Alright guys, so first up is the chicken tortellini soup, creamy chicken tortellini soup. I've seen this recipe all winter long on Pinterest. I don't know why I never made it. I love tortellini and I love chicken, so it's a no-brainer, but I don't know what happened. I just never made it, so I'm making it now. It's still like a little bit chilly here in North Carolina, lots of rain, and it's around like 50, so I'm holding on to that soup weather because I love soup. I can eat it all year round, but some people in this house think that soup is only for winter, so I gotta take advantage of this still a little bit cold weather and make as much soup as I can. But this soup was so good, I'm making it all year round. I don't care what anybody says. This was absolutely delicious. So those of you that know me know that I'm definitely not even following a recipe. I just, looked at it on Pinterest and I was like, oh look, that looks great, and I'm making it. So I will link this below what my inspiration was, but I didn't follow a recipe at all, so just a heads up. So when you're looking at what you're making and you're like, oh my god, she made that wrong, I'm always making it wrong. So just a heads up, like I said, for those of you who don't know me, I never do that. I never make it right. So I will, like I said though, I will link it below. So I'm just adding in some rotisserie chicken here. You can definitely cook your veggies and like diced up chicken in the beginning of the soup, that's fine. But y'all know I love a good rotisserie chicken. It's so useful, and I usually would rather just use rotisserie chicken because it's so much easier. But yeah, I go ahead and after the soup has been like boiling and simmering is when I'll add my chicken and my spinach. So I completely lost the footage, or I don't know what happened, where I added in my tortellinis. I'm using the Great Value brand frozen tortellini. You guys, like, I'm gonna have another freak out moment like I did about their salsa. This is the best tortellini I've ever bought. Like, I have bought those packages that are like $12 and $7. Like, everybody, Trader Joe's, like everyone's tortellini. I've tried it because I'm obsessed with tortellini. And the Great Value $2.58 package is my favorite. Like, I'm still like so thrown off about that, but it's really, really good. So once my tortellini are all cooked and floated to the top, I go ahead and add in some heavy cream, maybe like a quarter to a third of a cup, and that gives it the desired creaminess for me. It's totally up to you. Alright, so I went ahead and served this with some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of parsley on top. I, of course, mixed it in and I'll show you. It was so good. It reheats amazingly. Oh, it was just delicious. Super recommend. Definitely so good. So we've come to our first sheet pan dinner of the week. I didn't make the whole thing in there. I made some pierogies on the side, which you'll see in a little bit, but I just took whatever I had in my vegetable drawer that I wanted to use up, and I went for it, like anything. I had zucchini in there. I had like a random carrot that I wanted to use, so I just cut that up, put it in there. So really delicious and super easy, of course, especially when I'm using my BFF sausage that I always show you guys like every week. We love this stuff in my house, so obviously you can use like Italian sausage, or you can use like chicken. You can pretty much use anything. So I just went ahead, put this all in a bowl, seasoned it up, You can use whatever seasonings you want. Super versatile. Whatever you feel like you want of a flavoring, go for it. And that's pretty much it. Once I've got everything combined in the bowl and made sure that all the seasonings have reached every piece of veggie or sausage in there, I just go ahead and I'll dump this on a sheet pan and just throw it in the oven at 425 for maybe 25 minutes, maybe like 30. It just depends. If I was doing like raw chicken, I would definitely do 30, but just because this is already cooked sausage, I'll just do 25 and everything comes out done and perfect. So pierogies are always super simple. It's always the same thing usually, just a little bit of butter and olive oil on the bottom of the pan, and you just get them going in there, put them in an even layer and flip them, and they're done. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it comes out. Everything is cooked perfectly. Everything has that sear because it's touching the pan. Just so delicious and so easy. Alright guys, finished product. I just cooked the pierogies according to the package directions and a couple of scoops of the veggies and sausage, and that was dinner tonight. Alright, so for the next soup, well, it's chili. Is that considered soup? I don't know. Either way, I am making chili tonight. I am really holding on to this, cool weather, let's make soup thing. So, I made some chili. I haven't had chili in a while, and I decided that's what we were having for dinner tonight. So I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm making chili, I put the chili seasoning packet, I put it right into the ground beef. And then I go ahead and put more chili seasoning into the veggies when I put them in there. And to me, I feel like that is what gives so much chili flavor, is within the veggies and the meat. And obviously you can make chili however you want to make it. I'm not the chili boss or whatever, but that to me, I don't know, I just feel like it makes the whole dish more chili flavored. I don't know, I feel like I get it. I don't know, this is what I do. You don't have to do it. Your kitchen, your rules, but I think it tastes better when you do it that way. So as far as liquids go, I'm just filling up the cans that I use with water, and then using a carton of beef stock. But you guys see that brown on the bottom of the pan? So important to get that up off the pan. Work it on the bottom of the pan. Take your spatula and just work it with the brown bits to get them all up, because that's so much flavor. I've been watching Food Network since I was 7 years old, and everyone does that, and it's such a game changer, and I feel like it brings on so much more flavor to any dish. So after I add the beans, I'm going to go ahead and let this simmer for about 45 minutes. Alright, so this is everything all plated up. I just went ahead and made some horrible looking pigs in a blanket to go along with this chili. I put sour cream and cheese in mine, and that was dinner tonight. Alright guys, so the second sheet pan meal and the last of this week was just some ranch chicken with potatoes and green beans. I pretty much used a whole packet of ranch seasoning. I put half on the potatoes and half on the green beans, and whatever was left over I put with the chicken, and it was just super easy to do really quickly in the oven, and everything was delicious. Alright, so just a heads up, I totally did not have the rest of this ranch seasoning. That little piece of like nothing over there in the corner is what I had left over for my ranch seasoning. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I literally have one speed when it comes to seasoning things, and it's always 100 miles an hour, so I just like really flavorful food. So I'm trying to like scrape up a little bit of the ranch bits on the side here. But otherwise, other than that, I just went ahead and put my regular seasonings that I would on there. So if this kind of creeps you out to put raw chicken on top of your veggies, have no fear, just put the chicken in another pan. Even when I cook slow cooker meals, I put veggies on the bottom and like chicken or meat or whatever on the top, so it doesn't bother me. But definitely it's a personal preference, whatever you want. So this is the finished product. Everything was so delicious and so good, and it was so quick and easy to make. That prep time was probably like 10 minutes, if that. And it's an all-in-one meal on one sheet pan. Hello, easy cleanup. But it was just delicious. Super recommend. Very, very good. Alright guys, so that is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And again, don't forget to subscribe. I have an entire playlist of what's for dinner videos that I will link here at the end. I hope you guys have a blessed and awesome weekend.